The United States on Wednesday announced it is putting back Yemen's Houthis rebels back on its list of designated terrorists, VOA's Rick Pantaleo reports.
U.S. State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller made the announcement during a Wednesday briefing.
Earlier today, the Secretary of State announced the designation of the Houthis as a specially designated global terrorist, effective February 16th for threatening the security of the United States. Since November, the Houthis have launched numerous missiles and drones towards international merchant ships, as well as U.S. and partner naval vessels defending the safety and security of commercial shipping across the Red Sea.
The designation piles on financial sanctions on top of American military strikes in the Biden administration's latest attempt to stop the militants' attacks on global shipping. Rick Pantaleo, VOA News.
A ship came under attack in the Gulf of Aden on Wednesday, the British military said, likely from a bomb-carrying drone launched by Yemen's Houthi rebels. The attack happened some 110 kilometers southeast of Aden, where the drone smashed into a vessel there, said the United Kingdom Maritime Trade Operations, which oversees Mideast waterways. Intense fighting in the Gaza Strip could be heard from southern Israel on Wednesday as Israel pressed its assault on Han Yunis in southern Gaza, sending tanks westward. Explosions from shelling and airstrikes and heavy gunfire sounded near Gaza's border with Israel. Israel's military campaign has left the entire population of Gaza facing crisis levels of hunger and at growing risk from disease and supplies running low, aid agencies say. This is VOA News. U.S. President Joe Biden met with House of Representatives Speaker Mike Johnson and other congressional leaders on Wednesday afternoon to discuss immigration policy at the U.S. border and funding for Ukraine. Republicans in Congress have blocked emergency funding Biden has requested for Ukraine and threatened to force a partial shutdown of the government in an effort to tighten security along the U.S.-Mexico border. They blame Biden's policies for leading an influx of immigrants into the United States. Biden, a Democrat, sought to reform the U.S. immigration system with proposed legislation at the beginning of his term that was opposed by Republicans. A new report says London is not ready for future climate change. Reuters correspondent Fiona Jones reports.
London is underprepared for deadly climate change risks. That's according to the London Climate Report, which was commissioned after soaring temperatures, wildfires and floods in the British capital. London is forecast to experience heat waves, flooding and rising sea levels in the coming years. The report says climate change presents a threat to life among the most vulnerable communities in London. This includes the elderly, children, low-income families, marginalised communities and vulnerable health groups.
Reuters correspondent Fiona Jones. Britain's King Charles III is scheduled to have a, quote, corrective procedure for his prostate, and Kate, the Princess of Wales, is in the hospital after having undergone planned surgery. AP correspondent Karen Chalmers reports.
Kensington Palace has said the Princess of Wales has been hospitalised after having a planned abdominal operation. The palace said she'll remain at the private London clinic for up to 2 weeks and is expected to return to public duties after Easter. The palace didn't offer further details, but confirmed that her condition was non-cancerous. Moments after news of Kate's hospitalisation was released, Buckingham Palace revealed that King Charles III would undergo a corrective procedure next week. The palace said the procedure is for an enlarged prostate. It added that the king's condition was benign. Karen Chamas, London.
A judge warned Donald Trump on Wednesday he could be kicked out of a trial over the writer E. Jean Carroll's defamation lawsuit against the former U.S. president if he is disruptive. Judge Lewis Kaplan's threat came after a lawyer for Carroll who says Trump destroyed her reputation and should pay damages for denying in 2019 that he had raped her decades ago, said Trump was talking loudly enough for the jury to hear during Carroll's testimony. Kaplan warned Trump to control himself during the trial.
Thank you for watching. Can you do me a favor? Please leave a comment in the comments section below. That would really help. Thank you, and see you again soon.